I'm doing a review for PSVR.com. So we wanted to look at I Expect You to Die today, and overall it's a very fun game, very intriguing. And to start off, I'm going to go over a couple of the mechanics and my thoughts right off the bat, and then I'm going to do the first level. So there are only, as you can see, these little things indicate a different level, so there's only 6 of them, and actually that's opening credits, so that's not a level. Spy training is kind of a level, so really there's only 4 actual levels, and so by doing one of the levels, obviously it's a quarter of the game that's kind of being spoiled if you want to go in it without knowing anything. So that will be a spoiler. Feel free to turn the video off then, or go ahead and look at the rest of it if you're interested. So the game mechanics work pretty well in terms of the tracking. You have your hands here. You can pick up things by both pulling the trigger and moving them, or you can hold the main button on the move controllers and pick up things by moving them closer. To do that, you hold down the trigger button and press the O button, and I better throw that. You can't die in this, so it's fine. If you want to take something farther away, you hold down the trigger and then you press the triangle button and it moves it farther away. But overall, I think this game, it's been really fun. It's a lot of trial and error, so be willing to try the same levels over again and again. Right before I did this video, did the first level just to be sure I knew what I was doing, because it had been a few weeks since I played it, and it still took me a couple times before I actually got it, just because you have to do things in a specific order or obviously you die. So the game is kind of short, but for the levels that it does have, it's very amusing, very fun. It's not annoying in terms of having to repeat things. They're somewhat gracious in that regard. It's not impossible to beat. A couple of the points are a little contrived in that there's no way you're going to beat a level on its first time. I did beat one of them on my first try because they weren't really going after you too much, but the first few levels, there's no way you're going to be able to beat it the first time going in fresh. So in fact, expect to die. And overall, I think it's a fantastic game. I'm about ready to write a review on it too, but right now I'm going to go ahead and put in the first level. So right here, if you don't want any spoilers, turn the video off. But you put in a little video, and then guy talks to you. Essentially, this mission is saying there's a car on a plane. You're going to be put in the car, and you need to send the car off because the car itself has a lot of weapons, and it's very high tech. It could be dangerous. You're going after an evil mastermind, etc. And pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and start. So I'm not going to do a speed run. I'm just going to go kind of slow just so you can get the feeling of what things look like and get a good gist of how the game works. So you start out, and all throughout the game there's this, I guess, butler, this guy.
It has some of the most high-tech weaponry in Dr. Zor's
that dude speaking right there. He sometimes gives you hints. He says, you know, clever, funny little things constantly, and you just go investigate your surroundings, pick out what you think you need. So oftentimes when you see pieces of paper like this lying around, they have something obviously good. So there's a faulty cannon that tells you how to reset it. Over here you have how to arm your bomb. Remember that, because maybe you will have to disarm one, in which you would need the opposite combination. So up here we can grab, this just says Zorix Model Z. Okay, auto deploy parachute included, so we don't really need that. And so we can also, I'll just keep investigating here. We got a knife. If you grab anything to use it, you just push the move button on the front of the move controller, and it like opens this knife. or here in a second it will pop open the champagne. And so it really is a fun-loving game. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but it's definitely, there's some thought. You could tell they didn't just carelessly create a game, but they did make it light and fun, and that's what I think makes this game so great. So okay, so you can drink that. There's all this cash. You can't make it rain, but you could just throw cash. So there's that. Over here, you smoked another cigar. I think every level, maybe every level, has a cigar that you can smoke. If not, I can think of at least 2 that do. It wouldn't surprise me if in fact you can. My favorite is that you can just burn stuff. So that's cool. Most of the time you can't kill yourself via burning, but sometimes I'm sure you could. I don't remember. So anyhow, so in this level you look around. Okay, well here's a key. Where else are you going to put the key? So we do need to start that. So you can turn this on. This will look for your retina, in which you're not the owner obviously, so it's not going to be good. So you need to get over here to the right, and then it tries to shoot you with the laser beam. But it's avoided, so that's alright. And then the bomb shows up. So what you need to do is roll down the window. There is gas right here that will kill you if you're not careful. You take the... Actually, you could do that after if you wanted. But so you take... It says how to arm your bomb. And so we want to disarm it. So we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to do yellow, blue, and green. Yellow, blue, green. It explodes. There you go. Or explodes in the good way. And so you get plenty of time. So you can see I was able to talk. I didn't have to hurry. They are nice in giving you time in order to do things. It's just you have to know what sequence and how to do them. And so there's that. But I wanted to grab this gun, because why not? Also, what I like about this game is that I am literally all turned around. In my chair, I am turned 180 degrees. So you actually do move like you're in the car, which is cool. Out there, there's just a lot of decoys and things that you think that, hey, you might need, but you really don't. So,
weapons offline.
Alright.
Weapons offline.
Weapons offline.
Weapons offline. Next message. Weapons offline.
Alright, so just weapons offline. So right here, we can add, or not add, but take the screwdriver, move some of those, boom, press the master reset.
Weapons online.
It says weapons online. Alright, so there we go, that's good, that puts it up.
Deploying scorpion.
You see, if you put that one in, sends a scorpion. I don't know if the scorpion can actually kill you, but I go ahead and shoot it anyhow. Also, if you shoot any of the windows out, the toxic gas obviously gets you and you die. But, I mean, it just really allows you to do whatever you want to do. You can open the door if you want, roll down the window if you want. I don't know, like these smoke gas, like some of the stuff you really don't need. So I can send a smoke gas out there and it does its thing, but it doesn't do anything. So in a sense, it truly gives you free will, which I think is pretty cool, because that's the beauty of a game like this, is that it's you against the developers. And so for this game, just to make the game a little, or this review a little shorter, I don't want to take too much of your time, you put the explosives, some that you got from the bomb when it came apart, you just pull this bad boy, shoot the dynamite out, there we go, open the door, you can close this, and then you obviously have to put that in drive, and then just fly out. There we go. So that's the first level of I Expect You to Die.
Actions deployed.
And I mean, it took me quite a few times right off the bat to figure out how to do it. It's going to take trial and repetition, but overall, I think it's a great game. It's really fun. It was a joy to play. I don't think I ever got annoyed by the fact that I had to keep replaying levels, so I think it's all good. If you're interested, definitely look it up. It's been on the PlayStation Store now for a while. It's high on the download list. People know it's good. It's cross-platformed across the Vive and the Rift, and so I think that it's ready to rock and roll. So if you're interested, you kind of like these type of games, it's a really good time. It's a good game to bring friends over, let them try it. You can, pick on each other and who's taking the longest or how did you die, blah, blah, blah. It's good stuff. I highly recommend this game. Feel free to go ahead and get it. We also have a review on playpsvr.com if you want a little more detail about how the game mechanics work and just a little more detailed of a review. Please go there, check us out. We hope you do, and have a great day.